Odaat. Those who live by the 12 steps know what that stands for. 1 day at a time. This is BethWe in the Koinonia Kitchen, and I want to tell you a little story about my friend named Ted. He was an emphysema patient, and he wanted to live a full life. But he needed oxygen 24/7. He had crossed some invisible line, and now he had to wear that oxygen all the time. And in Ted's mind, that was making it hard to live his dream. So one day, Ted came up with a great idea. He was going to treat his chronic illness in a different way, with a different plan. So he doubled the flow of the cannula oxygen on Tuesday so he could travel light on Wednesday. He took like a double dose on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, he focused on allowing his lungs to fill with the life-giving oxygen, knowing that what he was absorbing was going to have to last for 48 hours. So Wednesday morning came, and Ted unhooked the oxygen, and he left the house a free man again. He was so excited. For the first time in months, he realized he could do whatever he wanted because he was no longer tied to that blasted oxygen tank. He started the day visiting some old haunts, some places he couldn't visit attached to his air machine. He ran into old acquaintances and shot the breeze. He ate lunch in a bar, and no one felt sorry for him. He was back. When he was heading home close to supper time, his car went off the road and he hit a tree. Luckily, he was only going about 15 miles an hour before he veered off the street, so the impact wasn't the cause of death. He died a minute later, fighting for air, from emphysema. Ted's emphysema was chronic. It needed daily treatment, and the idea of doubling up on one day to cover for another was flawed. Had he asked another emphysema patient, he could have known that his plan was not going to work. But he took it on himself to fight the chronic condition alone. Okay, now we're going to jump. I'm going to tell you about a different person. His name is Fred. He's an alcoholic patient, and he wanted to live a full life. He needed a recovery program 24/7, but he thought that made it hard to live his dream. So one day, Fred decided to treat his chronic illness in a different way. He doubled up on meetings and readings on Tuesdays so he could travel light on Wednesday. On Tuesday, he focused on recovery tenets, meetings, air podcasts about it, knowing that he was absorbing everything he needed and it would have to last for 48 hours. You're getting an idea of how Fred's story will end, right? That's why 12-steppers work it 1 day at a time. Alcoholism is a chronic illness. Like emphysema, it has to be managed every day. Trying to double up or beef up before so that you can take a day off doesn't work. People with chronic illness don't get a day off from the illness. But if we just do a few simple things, we have a reprieve for 24 hours at a time. Chances are good, though, there will be other people involved because we just can't do this alone. I hope you're feeling better because you had a listen. Good Seed Podcast is powered by the BethWe nonprofit ministry based in Vero Beach, Florida. Our goal is to start the uncomfortable conversations that turn complacency into action and despair into hope. Connect, communicate, and thrive with us. Check us out online at bethwe.com.